Where's that striker titan at? Yeah, nice striker titan. I believe there's a very real argument to be made now that Crucible is pay to win. I don't think we would ever imagine anyone saying that at a time in the past, and maybe to an extent the Crucible has always been pay to win, what with exotics and stuff always being locked behind DLC. For example, I think you had to own Forsaken in order to use One-Eyed Mask, right? So it's always kind of been pay to win, but at the same time, free-to-play players have always been able to hang, and they've generally always had access to the best abilities and classes on offer. Obviously, this all completely changes with the introduction of the Stasis subclasses and how they are so overtuned that they blow basically every single class out of the water, probably with the exception of one class, and that would be Top Tree Dawnblade. And I think now it kind of makes sense why Top Tree Dawnblade was so overtuned when it was. I guess they probably knew that Stasis was coming. Perhaps that's the new standard for subclasses, and maybe in the future all of the other free to use subclasses will get the same treatment, but I think that might be quite a while away. I would go as far as to say that we're probably going to have to wait until next September to see the light based subclasses, brought back into this sort of aspect and fragment situation that we have with Stasis classes, which by the way is really, really awesome. The creativity, the freedom to mess around with your build and all of that kind of thing, it's a real game changer in this game. Obviously in Destiny 1, that level of customization came as standard. Destiny 2, it got streamlined and dumbed down. With year 1 of Destiny 2, we kind of just been having to work with it ever since. And this is just something that I have to point out. You can still do well with the free-to-play classes. And aside from Dawnblade, I would say probably Defender Titan, Water Dawn, the Suppressor Grenades can probably shut down Stasis, although if you saw my test video, you'll know the Stasis supers kind of do a number on the bubble. And basically all supers aside from Dawnblade, and obviously you've got one or two outliers. Golden Gun's always going to be good in a super v super situation. You've got Nova Bomb for shutting them down. Blade Barrage is still good. The melee based supers though, they are really in a bad spot now, because once you get frozen in place, it's kind of game over, isn't it? You can still get kills, but it's difficult. The question I actually have for you guys: how many of you guys watching this video are free to play Crucible players? How many of you are there? I've never really given it much thought. Not many people covered videos on free to play. I think Cammy's done a few videos with a free to play account and all that kind of thing, and he's shown how well you can do and how much good loot is available to free to play players. But obviously it's not a loot question now, it's a class question. And obviously with things like Shadebinder, I think that's what it's called, the Warlock class, I have absolute disdain for all of you punks in the Crucible who are all of a sudden Warlock mains now, by the way. All those Hunter mains are now Warlock mains, freezing everyone with a broken melee, probably the most broken melee to ever exist in this game, just because it's on demand. Freeze. You can get a guy one shot and boom, he just freezes you. GG. Meanwhile, I'm over here on my Stasis Titan flying, up in orbit and then crashing down on people, slowing them, stunning them, shattering them, you name it. It's just absolutely insane. It's like playing a different game. For this video, I was gonna play on my Sentinel, have Sentinel gameplay in the background, but the thought of doing that after being, mobilized by the Stasis Titan subclass and feeling like I can finally move after having shackles on for like 3 or 4 years, however long it's been this game's been out, man, it feels too good to step away from. I will, of course, I guarantee you, there will be a Stasis shutdown montage coming to you at some point. I'll go in there with suppressor grenades and bubble and I'll show them how it's done. But for now, I'm having too much fun flying around, being a Stasis boy. That's what I'm calling it, a Stasis boy. The Hunter Stasis class is, I think, relatively well balanced, but it's just the freezing grenades really, and of course the Warlock melee, that are just a huge problem right now. It just doesn't feel good to be frozen in PvP, and again, I don't know how long it's going to take Bungie to do anything about it. Obviously, it's more realistic to see Stasis classes brought down than seeing the light-based classes brought up anytime soon. It's just that opening clip with the Stormcaller. I just felt guilty because like he pops his Storm, I do my ice wall jump and I just get out of there, and then somehow the dude gets stuck in my wall and he dies. I just felt bad, man. Like why would someone be playing Stormcaller at this point, unless they haven't got Beyond Light, right? That's pretty much the only explanation. Any other Warlock main who owns Beyond Light is currently abusing that broken frozen melee. It's just an absolute given at this point. So, you know, it's a really, really strange time in the Crucible. It's weird. I've been having fun with the movement stuff, but I've also been frustrated by just how people play, and it's a little bit too much, man. I think just a little bit too much. So guys, I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Is Stasis way too good? Are you guys enjoying Stasis in terms of the freezing? When I say too good, I just mean the freezing in PvP. So all you PvE Peters out there, don't get mad at me. Stop asking for nerfs. Gosh dang it. I'm not asking for nerfs in PvE, don't worry, man. You can freeze your dregs in peace. I mean you no harm. I'm a PvP channel, so I'm talking about PvP, innit? Get me? So yeah, I want to know what you guys think. I personally, like I said, I feel a little bit guilty. I just think the chasm that has been created between the classes is just so big. It is unexpected. I knew the Stasis classes were going to be really good, but I didn't know that they were going to be that good. I think I touched on it earlier, but if you are a free-to-play guy and you're looking like, what can I do? Like I said, Dawnblade, top 3 Dawnblade is incredibly powerful. Bubble is still kind of powerful. Bottom 3 Striker still has a great neutral game. So, you know, I'm challenging you guys to take out Stasis with your light-based abilities, but I'm also shedding a tear for you every time you get frozen in your super and shattered, because it's kind of rough. It is kind of rough. I am not gonna lie. The other thing I actually wanted to mention about any possible advantage for light-based classes before I forget, there is something that you can use to your advantage against Stasis classes, and I'll tell you what it is. The cooldowns. The cooldowns are completely different for Stasis classes and light-based classes. This is because the Stasis abilities are insane, right? So, if you're a free-to-play guy and you're playing on one of the light-based classes, you need to spec into whatever your class's strongest abilities are to the max. So, for example, if I'm playing on a Sentinel with Bubble, now in this environment with Stasis, I'm going to make a 100 Discipline and 100 Intellect build so I can get my Bubble and Grenade up as often as possible, so you can have a slight edge of the Stasis players with how frequent your cooldowns are. That is something to keep in mind. That's probably my last tip to you guys, man. Good luck out there to you light-based soldiers, man. I'm gonna be flying and ice skating, but good luck out there. Anyway guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on all of my social media platforms, by the way. I have a Twitter account, DFPShake. You have an Instagram account, DFPShake. And of course, you have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/shake. I'm probably live, you know, at this very moment in time because I stream quite a lot. Hope to see you guys there. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.